Blake Production.
What is poppin'? So BMNR, very interesting looking stock here. 56, 65. It's an ETH treasury company. It's one of the recent DATs that came out. These are kind of hated and they're loved, right? It's kind of a very interesting thing that's going on in my opinion. But to not get into like the politics of it all, but excuse me, the technical setup I find pretty interesting. We have this, announcement of an ETH treasury asset. That idea wrapped under BMNR. Whatever this company was before, no idea. Looked like trash. BMNR gets wrapped as this thing. Now it's soaring and everyone's kind of paying attention to it, and it has a bunch of volume coming in, right? So it's interesting, but to get away from all of that, when you look at the technicals, I kind of like how it's setting up, right? Everyone's kind of like, I don't want to like rule it out is what I'm trying to get at. Even though it can be hated, ETH is hated. Let's say ETH is pretty hated this cycle. The setup looks like it's there, and for it to come back up into this area as resistance is a nice trade idea. So I think being aware of that is, I think, important, that this is the setup. Now how ETH reacts to that, I don't know. I like how it's over the 21 and we're above the 8 EMA as well. When we look at the volume profile, what does that look like? Volume profile is rather interesting. This area right here, right? This is the zone. There's not much above, right? But I think this area, we can get above this. There can be potentially a decently strong move. Maybe if you even bring that down to like right around here. If we can break, yeah, that makes sense. If we can break this level, I think watching it move rapidly up into this area, geez, is a nice trade idea. So for those that are interested in that trade, I'm gonna take some tools off. Volume profiles away. Right, that's like 125, 130% move just to retest the highs of BMNR ever since its IPO or its whatever announcement. So let's look at ETH quick to reference, because it is a DAT company. It's technically going to run off of how ETH does. And it looks to me, again, if I'm looking at it from a weekly perspective, that we just have a massive bull flag here with ETH. So again, I'm not a hater. I don't know. I kind of just like to look at how things are doing and look at it from an objective perspective. But it looks like a bull flag, which is a continuation pattern. Anything above this level right here, 4,867. I think that right there, that level, and this kind of bull flag in between these two major zones is signaling that higher prices are going to come potentially, if we can see some maybe some larger volume coming in. But anything above 4850, you're looking at blue skies. Let's see how high it can go from here, right? Let's say 6500, 7,000. That's a 50% move. BMNR is interesting because this would react kind of like how MicroStrategy outperforms Bitcoin when it rallies. You're going to see a BMNR outperform, right? So let's say the previous resistance here, that's like 120, 130% move. If ETH gets a strong move as well, to anything in between, like I'd say 20 to 50, right? So again, go back to ETHUSD. 20 to 50% from here would bring us Think about that, 5,500 to 7,000. Jeez, that'd be an interesting market. We would also see BTC dot D. We would see that start to fall probably if ETH were to rally that high. And you see money go into other things. I see Zcash being talked about a lot as well. That's pretty much the breakdown for BMNR. That's kind of the bull case for it. Like, do we really get that, extended move for the rest of the year and that seasonality play, and we watch BMNR rally back towards the highs at around 150? That will be an interesting trade. That's the breakdown here on BMNR. I'll update if I get a position in this on Twitter. Peace.